What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV. The Premier League is back, people. The highs, the lows. Let's do it all together. Let's
there ain't going to be no lows this year.
In the
Come
right
on.
direction. Let's go forward, people. Thomas Frank's first official Premier League game. Well, they say first competitive game, even though we've already had one. But
That was a friendly. That was a friendly.
First competitive game as Tottenham manager. Cuti Romero's first competitive game as captain as well. And we have Burnley at home, which ain't going to be an easy test today. Line up Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, Spence, Archie Gray, Lucas Bergval, and Pat Mate Sarr in the middle, with Kudus on the right, Brennan on the left, and Richarlison up top. Surprise inclusion with Archie Gray in the middle of the park, and not too happy with Brennan on the left, to be fair.
Yeah, a few surprises, to be honest. I think definitely didn't expect Gray to be starting with Polinia, and one of Polinia or Bentancur, you'd have thought, providing that bit of protection for the back line. And I think that experience, that kind of ability to cover a lot of ground, have we seen that from Gray just yet, especially in that number 6 position? He had a good performance against Newcastle, but that was kind of further forward. So him being tasked at protecting that back line, being the main protector, I should say, is look, it's a bit of a daunting task, I guess, for a lot of Tottenham fans to think he's going to be adequate. But I guess in this game, it's, you know, hopefully in this game against Burnley, he's not going to be asked too many questions. We're going to be the ones with the ball most of the time. I think for me, the big question marks in this game, the midfield three, is there enough in there to kind of break down this Burnley side? Burnley are playing a back five today. They're going super pragmatic. They're coming for a point. They had a very good defensive record last season. It's going to be very tough to break them down. They're very organised. So I'm looking at midfield three. Could we have gone with another winger, put Kudus in the 10, and gone a bit more offensive? That's kind of a bit disappointing. Johnson on the left-hand side. You know, Odebear's more creative. We know that. Johnson struggles on that left-hand side as well. So I don't know about having him in that position, unless we're going to be surprised and it's going to be Kudus there on the left and Johnson on the right, and maybe both of them just going down the line and whipping crosses in. I'm going to assume it's the former, and I don't know why, when you've got Odebear there, you've got Telville on the bench, why you'd start Johnson when he's flattered to deceive in that position for me in pre-season. So a few question marks with this lineup. We obviously do have options off the bench to change it if need be, but when you look at a lineup, you know, you don't look at it thinking, okay, it's good we've got options on the bench. You want to see the lineup for what it is, and unfortunately the lineup for me, there's a lot of question marks. If hopefully we can get an early goal and disrupt Burnley as soon as possible and basically destroy their game plan, which is to, I can see what their game plan is immediately. They're going to settle into the game. They're going to frustrate Tottenham. And I can see off the bench, they have the likes of Aaron Ramsey. They've got the likes of Marcus Edwards, and they've got Jacob Brynn-Larsen, which you know for a fact in a lot of games they're going to be starting because they're going to be their main attackers. But for this game, they've put them on the bench and put a load of hard workers in the team to tire Tottenham out, frustrate Tottenham, and then they're going to bring those players on later to try and, when Tottenham are getting more desperate, maybe for a goal when it's still 0-0 and they're chucking players forward, they're going to bring those big hitters on late in the game to try and steal the game and steal 3 points. So that's going to be their game plan, and we got to make sure we disrupt that. And I'm just looking at that lineup, I'm thinking, is that going to be enough? I hope it will, but I'm not certain about it.
It's got to be enough today. It's got to be enough. My biggest concern is Brennan Johnson out on the left-hand side. Like you mentioned, there are other candidates in there, I think, who have been impressing a lot more. Wilson Odebear, obviously, the prime one for me. With the midfield, I actually don't want to see Archie in the 6. I want to see Archie a bit further forward. I mean, I think he looked really good when he was further forward against Newcastle. Out in Korea. I think he showed some tidy work on the ball. He showed some creative passing as well. So I would like to see Archie Gray play a little bit forward. In terms of who do I want in the furthest back, I don't mind whether it's Sarr or Bergval, to be honest. If it's Bergval, I think it gives us more of an opportunity for him to dictate the tempo of the game from a bit deeper and to help us progress the ball up the pitch. And Sarr obviously has that bit more steel in about him and a bit more work rate. So, yeah, I don't know which three he's going to go for in terms of positioning. But the main thing I'm trying to say is I think out of those three, I actually think on the ball, Archie might be the best one.
On the ball?
Yeah.
You think he's the best one on the ball?
Yeah. in terms
what
of creative
sense?
passing.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he could be.
Interesting. I think, I don't know. If it's Archie's not playing deepest, I mean, who is? So what we're thinking, Bergvall and Sarr in the pivot.
Yeah,
Gray in the 10.
I think I wouldn't mind seeing that. I think it should be all interchangeable though.
Yeah, I think all three of them. You could say Sarr's probably plays his best role a bit further forward this pre-season. Bergvall didn't have a great pre-season, I would say.
What I'm saying, from what I've seen from pre-season so far from these players, I think from a creative standpoint, Archie's actually looked the most creative in the 10.
I mean, I would say Bergvall for me is the most creative player, I would think, in that three. That's what I would say. I think Gray, I wouldn't say he was creative against Newcastle. He was just very good at pressing. He was just really aggressive, and that created a lot of opportunities. I wouldn't say passing wise he was overly.
I thought his passing was really good, man. I
never said it was bad. I'm just saying not creative.
No, I think it was. I think he was finding some really nice, cute passes in between the lines. And no, I thought he did such a good job from the pressing aspect and the passing aspect.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'm going to be interested to see what three he does go with. I mean, you would assume it's going to be Archie in the pivot, but it could really be any kind of permutation of that three, in my opinion. Interestingly, Vuskovic on the bench again, on the bench in midweek as well, when it was reported he was in the squad. And he's been on the bench, and he's on the bench again today. So it seems like that low move not that close at the moment.
Yeah, obviously there's 2 weeks to go until the window closes, so anything can happen at this point. But he's been given the number 16 shirt as well. I don't know what it suggests. Does it suggest he's staying? Are they waiting for another centre-back to come in before kind of sanctioning that loan? I'm not too sure.
Just means it's not close at the moment, I would say, if he's being picked. I mean, you would have thought that there was reports that it was on the verge of happening.
Yeah, but
at the moment he's being selected and he's in squad. So at the moment it just means, I'm not saying it probably will still happen. I'm just saying right now it's not as close as we thought.
Yeah, and look, we know that clubs are interested in him. We know we were interested of sanctioning a loan move, but I feel like we won't do that until we get another centre back.
Which, in Capier, there's rumours of, which would be unbelievable. In terms of the bench, I'll just read out Kinski, Vuskovic, Danso, Ben Davis, João Paulinho, Bentancur, Solanke, Matisse Tel and Odegaard. So a nice balance on that bench. It's going to be interesting when you think about the starting lineup and you look at the bench, right? We're thinking about bringing in Eze and Savinho into the team. So, you're looking at that bench and lineup, and two of those players are going to be regularly left out the squad.
Yeah, but I mean, we know over the course of the season doesn't always work out like that with injuries and everything. So when everyone's fit like this, I mean, we've even got injuries ourselves this moment in time that are going to come into the lineup. But we know, things are such a fluid situation over the course of a season. So everyone's going to get their minutes, aren't they?
I'm just saying, there's a lot of players there. There's going to be quite a few unhappy players during the season if injuries play our way. Well, look. The players are coming out of the tunnel at the moment, so we are about to get underway. Quickly read out the Burnley lineup, which we didn't get to. Dubravka making his debut. Sonner, Walker, Ekdal, Esteve and Hartman. Hannibal, Cullen, Lauren, Jadon Anthony with Lyle Foster up front, the lone striker. So a 5-4-1 formation for Burnley, really coming into part of the bus, it looks like, on the opening day. They want to get off to a positive start. Interestingly, I'm looking at the graphic on screen. It says Johnson and Kudus are going to be right and left. So we'll have to wait and see exactly how they kind of how it plays out, how they pick up a position. But going back to Burnley, Scott Parker has got a very organised team there, and as we've said before, if we don't really hit the ground running in this game, getting off to an early start, disrupt their organised defence, it could be a very frustrating afternoon for us. Yeah,
look, I think it will be. Look, like you've mentioned a couple of times, they're setting up to frustrate us. They're going to be fighting tooth and nail to stay in this game. They've got a really good defensive shape, adding in Kyle Walker into there as well. Good goalkeeper in Dubravka, who's got previous good performances against Tottenham Hotspur. The onus is on Spurs. We're going to have a lion's share of the possession, and we've just got to show the quality that we've got on the pitch. And there is quality. Obviously, there is concerns about some of the players on the pitch today in the first game, but we've still got more than enough quality to be able to break down this Burnley side and go and win the game. Funnily enough, they're going for a 4 at the back.
They're saying 4 at the back. Most other places are saying 5. We're going to have to wait and see how they set how we've how we got them saying off. They're saying Walker a right back, not centre back. So they've got one of the who have they got in midfield? They've got
Son.
Lauren.
No, they've got
Cullen.
that Son out right wing.
Sonner. Well, it definitely says he's a defender here. But I guess he could be like, it's not too similar. Right wing back. Like you could they're very quite interchangeable in a way. So he could be. It's basically, I think, if it's right wing back, it's not too dissimilar.
His last league start, he started at right back. So
it says he's a defender. Yeah. We'll have to. I think it's a back five. I think they've made a mistake there, but. Would it be a smart thing to do to play Kudus left, Johnson right, and just get them getting down the line, crossing that ball in? Or do you want Kudus maybe having that ability to get in, cut in, shoot?
I think we need creators in the central area, to be honest, and I want to see Kudus drift into the middle a bit more. I think getting them wide, I'm not sure if the crossing ability is there, to be honest, on a consistent basis to spam those crosses in. I want to see us hurt them down the middle. And I think I think we need to provide like a variation of it. I wouldn't mind them chopping and changing and for it to be a fluid situation throughout the game, like I said, in midfield as well. But I think from the off, it should be Kudus on the right and Brennan on the left.
Do you think he could have been braver today with his selection?
For sure. I was expecting him to be. We were speaking about it in the predicted lineup and the match preview yesterday. And, they're doing a minute silence for Diogo Jota and Andre Silva. All right, come on, you Spurs. I was expecting him to go a lot braver. Maybe even Kudus through the middle with Odebear and maybe even Brennan on the right or Tell. I was expecting that. But look, like I said, we've got more than enough to go and win this game today. The trumpet is loud and proud for the very first time this season. I want to know where you're watching from. I want to know your score predictions as well. I think we've both said 2-0 prior to the game. Are we sticking with them?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with it. It looks like Porro's giving the team talk here. Look at that. Maybe he's got the best
Come on,
English.
Pedro. Come on, you Spurs.
We're about to go underway. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to say Spurs are going to get the early goal and we're going to win the game. Come on.
Yeah, we need that early goal. It's so important. If we get the early goal, settles down the nerves a little bit, forces Burnley to come out a bit as well. But if we do concede the early goal, that is not going to be good news. All right, we have kicked off, people. Vicario, the ball goes straight back to him, and he's going to loft it forward. Spurs
Come on.
to get men in that Burnley half early.
Season is back underway. I can't wait.
Porro in.
Early ball.
Come on.
Johnson on the left.
Come on, Brennan.
Left foot, back post. Headed away, I think, from Esteve. Kudus. Back in. Bergvall in the box. It's a shot save from the keeper. Early start from Tottenham.
Early, aggressive. Hit
Come on.
Come on. Come on,
Tottenham. Nice early start from Tottenham. Early chance straight away. Bergvall in the box. Kudus, nice little pass in there from Kudus, actually. Bergvall, great touch. And Dubravka makes himself big and keeps it away. Kudus with the corner. So close to a goal inside the opening minute. Kudus in there. Bergvall in the near post away. It's fallen to Brennan, and Brennan's effort is well over the bar.
Man, he was never going to score from that kind of body shape, leaning backwards. So many men in front of him.
Lovely touch that from Bergvall straight away. Little touch of magic. So looks like straight away definitely is Johnson on the left, Kudus on the right. That's definitely what we could see. There's Richarlison there. So let's see the makeup of the midfield. Can't get a shape on it. So at the moment, it looks like Bergvall is a bit further forward.
Yeah, Archie's the deepest.
Yeah. Looks like Bergvall's going to be more in the 10 pivot of Gray and Sarr, looks like. Here's Van der Ven to Jed Spence. Mickey van der Ven now. Cuti Romero. Inside their own half. Gray's come deep and he's picking up the ball now.
It's big for Archie to start.
Yeah, very big.
Of the season.
A lot of responsibility, you know. With Paulinho and Bentancur both on the bench, it's a big opportunity for him to show what he's all about. Like, still a lot of question marks considering hasn't really done it so far in midfield in the Premier League.
Yeah, Bergvall definitely the most advanced midfielder.
Here's Romero.
He's always looking for that running behind Bergvall. I love that.
Jed Spence now on the left-hand side, bit tucked in. Gray thought about the switch, decided against it, went for Romero. He's gone out wide to Porro, who slips and digs out a pass to Richarlison and wins a throw.
Even when he slips, he can put it on the money.
Porro with the throw-in. Come on, positive start, Tottenham. Nice atmosphere at the lane at the moment.
Yeah, the club told everyone to wear white. Big atmosphere for Thomas Frank's first game.
They're singing Johnson again, ole ole. Porro, I mean, it's taken a while over his throw. Here he is, Bergvall. Porro down the line. Bergvall makes some space for himself. Crosses it in early. It's a decent ball, but Dubravka comes and claims. Looking for Richarlison. Couldn't quite find him. But he's got a good whipped cross there as well, Bergvall, and he's getting in those positions.
Isn't there a new rule?
8 seconds. Oh, and he's done it! He's given the corner!
Told you. He's holding on to the ball.
8 seconds. You can't hold it for more than 8 seconds. It's a new rule. Dubravka held the ball. That must be the first one given. Because I don't think I've seen the other games.
I didn't see the game yesterday or this morning. So
I think it wasn't enforced. Well, no, they didn't penalise. So we just got in a corner because Dubravka held on to the ball for more than 8 seconds.
Come on, let's score from this. Kudus. Whipped in.
With a corner, headed away in the near post, only as far as Porro. Kudus as well. Back post. Romero's there. Keeps it alive. Brennan's got it in the box. His touch takes it backwards. Here's Spence. Squares it to Sarr. Here's Porro. Tottenham trying to force an early moment here. And Porro goes all the way back to Vicario. There's been an early goal at Brighton. Brighton 1-0 up against Fulham.
Oh, who scored?
Who scored? Don't know. So I don't know. Has he been ruled out? This one says 0-0 still. Not sure. Here's Van der Ven. It said 1-0 on the scoreline there. Here's Gray. Van der Ven.
All right, it was offside, Matoma.
Ah.
Big up to everyone. Nearly 1,900 people in here with us. Early doors, 5 minutes gone here. Tottenham against Burnley. First game of the season here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And everyone smash that like, people. Only 153 likes and nearly 2,000 of you guys in here.
I actually absolutely love, by the way, that they straight in there with the penalising for that, because we absolutely hate to see a goalkeeper hanging on to the ball for, forever. It's one of those frustrating things, and that's something that had to be eradicated. So straight away, given that corner, absolutely love that, and love the new rule. So hopefully it stops keepers, grabbing the ball, going down to their knees, holding it for 30 seconds, exactly. Long throw here, going to be taken.
Kyle Walker, isn't it?
Walker launches it deep into the area, headed on.
No.
And Lyle Foster flicks it on, and an effort just wide by Cullen, I think. No, that's not Cullen. Who is that? Hartman, maybe?
Nice little pass from
Hartman,
Lyle
yeah, it was
Foster.
Hartman.
Just treacles out for a goal.
Oh,
kick.
Spence
Yes,
looking to get the
Jed.
ball
Come
back
on,
on the way
Jed.
quickly. Here's Johnson on the left. Quickly to Gray. Van der Ven, nice touch. Romero. Got space ahead of him, and he's going to use it. He's looking for pass ahead of him. Off to Bergvall. Flicks it back to Van der Ven. Here's Jed Spence. Van der Ven to Romero. Kudus. Romero. Nice ball from Van der Ven into Spence. Tottenham having a lot of possession at the moment. Says here the possession is 93% Tottenham at the moment, which is crazy. In the 7 minutes.
And they've had a shot.
Romero into Saar. Couldn't get it under control, but it's fallen to Gray. Jed Spence to Brennan Johnson on the left-hand side. He goes down the outside, crosses it in on his left foot, and it's out of play. Oh, that was painful. That wasn't great from Brennan, not gonna lie.
This is why we need Odebear, someone that just can take on a man.
Goal kick to Burnley. Romano says Eze could be out the Palace squad this weekend. The story for Eze is getting concrete.
Come on. Why is it not concrete already?
Alfie Devine has just scored against Leicester.
Oh, come on, Alfie. Big game as well.
Preston.
Unfortunately, Yang Min Hyuk didn't make it on the pitch today.
Nice goal.
Look
at that. Alfie Devine pass keeper, tight angle.
Oh, wow.
Finish.
Lovely.
Finish. Well done, Alfie.
All right, Burnley have a free kick just inside our half, just right of the D.
Launched
comes.
Back post. Well done, Spence. Wins the header, but Sonner back into the box. Oh, it's nearly brought down handball though there by Foster. He was an interesting one, Foster, wasn't he? I remember last time they were in the Prem, he had a pretty good start, and then he had some personal issues and he got sent off and never really kind of recovered from that. But I remember he was looking really bright early on in that season.
Yeah.
Scored a few goals, really pacey.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like
everyone was getting him in their FPL teams, and then something just happened.
He's like a little Callum Wilson.
Yeah.
Here's Cuti Romero to Pedro Porro, deep inside his own half. He goes long, Romero. And Esteve's going to cut this one out. Kudus pressing. Esteve's pass a bit loose.
That's it, Pat.
Into Kudus. Kudus gets tackled.
Oh, he keeps it.
He's still got it. Goes down the right, crosses it in into Richarlison.
Yes!
Richarlison in 10 minutes. Tottenham are up and running in the Premier League. Come on!
Brazilian wearing white, blue. He looks good. He looks fine.
Come on, boy.
And he's Tottenham's number 9.
You know what? That was a great finish.
And Kudus did great work down the right-hand side. Fair play to Mohamed Kudus. Battled for the ball down that right-hand side. A couple of times he looked like he had lost it, but he ended up battling for it. He looked like he got tackled, but he kept going. Went down the right-hand side. Nice cross with his right foot. And Richarlison ready and waiting around the penalty spot. And he just sweeps it home. And Tottenham have the lead and their first goal in the Premier League under Thomas Frank.
So important to get that early lead.
Fantastic. Mohamed Kudus into Rishi. Oh, lovely finish. Spins. Come on. I had him my top goal scorer this season for Tottenham. Come on, boys. And it's on these... look, we know when you get him on the pitch, he scores goals, Richarlison. And he's doing it again. Fantastic finish. And that's what he does, sniffing out the opportunity. And Spurs, look, reward for a positive start in this game, in my opinion.
On the back of a brilliant performance out in Udine.
Exactly. This is Rishi season, I'm telling you. Come on.
World Cup Richie.
Exactly. He's going to go all out this season. Got him my fancy as well. So, yeah, put him in. Put him in. Come on, I'm backing my guy. It's a great finish, though, and that's what Rishi offers you. And that's like something that Slanky doesn't do enough, that kind of thing. Here is Johnson.
Slanky going to get back in the team.
Well, if Rishi keeps playing like this, it's going to be tough for him. Here's Bergval. And Kudus, though. First assist as well.
Kudus,
yeah, first assist.
From him. Right on the money to Richarlison. Richarlison had a lot to do.
Yeah, it's a nice spin finish on the half volley.
Here we go. Let's go for the second.
Porro sweeps it in. Rishi's in there, and he gets his head on it. But is it a corner? No.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. Quado Barteng says, once again, intercepted by Sarr.
Yeah, true. Esteve with a pass which Sarr swept in. Yeah, unlucky there, Rishi. Battling with the header. Beat Kyle Walker in the air there.
Hard work and quality. Pays off for Tottenham. Come on.
Fantastic start. Come on, boys. 2,500 people in the chat, but only 300 likes. Come on, we're 1-0 up, people. Let's get it to 1,000 likes. Really appreciate it. We really appreciate the support. It really does help the streams be seen, and it helps support the channel. It's absolutely free to do. You just scroll down and you just smash the like button, and we would really appreciate all the support. And
who else is disappointed right now? Who else is disappointed that Sim never mentioned algorithms?
You don't need me to mention algorithms. You know what it's all
Come
about.
on,
You know what it's all about. You get
Drop
to
the algorithms, man.
You get to 1,000 likes. I'll mention algorithms. 500 now. Let's get another 500 in there. Come on. 2,500. Only a fifth of you need to like the stream.
Big up to Jamie. Says he's just liked.
Cullen. Oh, header and over the bar.
So important, guys, to get that early goal.
Yeah. It really ruins Burnley's game plan, I think. Here's Porro to Sarr for Kudus, and a foul on Kudus. Here's Romero to Sarr. Porro to Romero again. He's telling Gray, come on, move into the space. Don't just stand there. Van der Ven to Spence. What do you think of Porro doing the pre-match huddle talk? Do you think it's because he's got better English?
I mean, we heard Romero's interview when he got named captain.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, was it? A lot of people were surprised with his English in that interview.
I don't think Romero's the biggest talker. I think like he leads by example, like Frank was saying, like in training, on the pitch, he leads by example. But I just don't think he's one of those captains. Like we all thought Sonny was like that, but then we saw him, you know, telling people what to do, doing the team talks and stuff like that. But you know, there's different ways you can be a captain, and what Franks wants is leaders all over the pitch, not just a captain that's a leader. So I don't mind it at all.
Corner to Burnley here.
All right. Don't undo all your hard work, Tottenham. Be strong.
All right. So Hartman, it looks like. The left back. Sweeps it in and headed away by Rishi. Only as far as Son. And it's well over the bar. Had a few efforts now, Burnley, though. Here's Romero.
Nothing quite threatening.
No, no real chances. Nice ball. Lovely clip by Romero into Spence, and he goes racing down the left-hand side. Bergvall thought about running into the space, but the pass was a bit over here, and it's going to go all the way through to Dubravka. Dubravka now lays the ball down. Oh, he nearly had 8 seconds again, but he cleverly put the ball down before he got a kill corner against him. Here's Jadon Anthony for Burnley down the left-hand side. He goes down the left, and that's offside. Great line, Tottenham!
So no goals in the Premier League as of yet, apart from here at Tottenham. Spurs lead 1-0. Haven't really had an attack since we scored. It's been pretty much Burnley trying to press the situation.
Here's Kuti to Vicario. Vicario's telling Van der Ven to move. Vicario to Romero. Van der Ven. Tottenham just trying to build from the back. A few passes around Vicario and Van der Ven at the moment. Sarr lays it off to Porro, who's looking for the pass down the line. He's saying quicker, you got to move quicker, and his pass gets blocked.
Who's that, Jadon Anthony?
That's Jadon Anthony, yeah, formerly of Bournemouth. 86% Tottenham possession. See, that was probably Burnley's game plan, but we've got the early goal now. So
let Tottenham have the possession.
Exactly.
Let them try to break us down. We're organised enough to stop it.
and
Clearly not.
we got the goal.
Foul.
That's where players like Kudus come in, where you just think you got him under control, but sometimes,
Come on, let us take it quickly.
you know, because he's got those physical attributes, he can bump you off and he can get second balls that you don't expect, and that's what he did twice. Here's Van der Ven. Jed Spence looks for the ball in behind for Johnson, but the ball finds its way back to Dubravka. And Dubravka, he's got 8 seconds, ref. Ref.
Oi!
Hey!
Oi!
That was over 8 seconds, wasn't it?
We need to start doing a timer.
Yeah, I need to start counting. Offside again. Good line, Tottenham. That's another thing I've noticed. Definitely the offside line's been very good.
Yeah, I saw them in the pre-match. I think it was the open training or maybe even a pre-match thing. They're just constantly just practicing that high line, that kind of offside line.
Yeah. And I've definitely noticed in pre-season we've been very good at catching the opposition offside. Here's Vicario. Romero. Porro on the right-hand side. Down the line to Kudus. He holds off Hartman. Plays it back to Romero. He's saying quicker movement. He's shouting at Gray a lot, to be honest. Gray doesn't feel like Gray's moving quick enough. Here's Vicario. Romero now to Sarr. Gives it off to Porro. Porro down the line for Kudus and plays out a play, and Tottenham kind of was struggling in that build-up there, but down the line from Hartman into Foster. Romero comes and tries to win the ball back, but is caught out of position. They pass it round him, and now here's Foster. Oh, it's foul by Romero, free kick.
It's not been great since we scored, to be honest. "19 minutes gone, but we are 1-0 up. That's all that matters at this moment in time. Another free kick for Burnley. They're going to whip this one in. Everyone in our own half.
Ball
Spurs get it away.
Well done, Van der Ven. Son.
Sonny?
Sonne, but apparently it's pronounced Son. Here's Anthony.
There's only one Son.
Lauren. And it's good defending, Tottenham. They tried to find Hannibal, but Tottenham see it out to Vicario. Ball's out.
Let's
quickly
go.
to Sarr. He's got a lot of grass to run into ahead of him. Kind of checks back, though. Decides not to go for it. Here he is. He's still got it, though, and they're not making a challenge, so he keeps carrying the ball. Gives it off to Spence on the left-hand side. Sarr to Van der Ven. Now Romero. Off to Gray. Gray to Porro. Back to Romero. Sarr. Romero, and Tottenham being pressed backwards here. Here's Vicario on his left foot. Goes for a long pass, and it's a decent one into Rishi, who holds it up brilliantly. Well done, Rishi. And lays it off for Porro. Is he going to... Yep, good ball.
Really
and
good play
Kudus
from
down the line.
Richarlison.
And here's
Well
Kudus on the right-hand side. He's got Porro back. He crosses it in, and Bergval's in there. And he's going to commit a foul against Walker.
Come off it, ref. That was such class hold-up play from Richarlison, man.
He's really been improving it, hasn't he?
Held up and sprayed it perfectly.
Lovely. Really nice. He looks a lot healthier at the moment, doesn't he, Rishi?
Yeah, definitely.
To be fair, since he came back, when did he come back last season for the run-in? Because he had quite a big part to play at the end of last season as well.
Yeah, so he returned back from injury. His first game, he came on against Frankfurt and then came on against Wolves and scored.
So what was that, March?
April.
April. Well, April. Frankfurt was in April.
Frankfurt, yeah, early April.
Okay, so he's been fit since April.
Yeah, his first start was the Forest game.
Which he played well. I remember played well in that game. Well, he missed a lot of chances, but I remember he was a nuisance. Scored. But Frank said they know his injury history and they're keeping a very close eye on him.
Like a lot of them.
Yeah. I mean, Ange said the same thing, I remember. He said that, every time Richie comes back from injury, he would say we're doing something different. Lauren with a shot. Yeah, it's easy for Vicario. Wasn't a great effort. Never really troubling him. Ange would say, we're trying this now, we're trying this, we're trying something different every time, Rishi, and nothing seemed to work. Vicario demanding
it's
movement.
Different this time.
Definitely his hold-up play is improving. Look at that.
Look at
Lovely.
that again, Richarlison.
Spence tried the quick 1-2 and didn't quite come off.
Everything he's doing is absolute perfect at the moment, Richarlison.
Here's Foster. Out wide. Hartman. Foster to Hartman. Burnley building up ahead of Steve Neal. Kyle Walker. He's going to line a shot from 30 yards. And he saw his name in the headlines, as they say, and he blazed it over.
Pipe down, Kyle. You saw that Kyle Walker podcast. He says he would trade one of his Man City titles for that Europa League last year with Tottenham.
Exactly. That's how big a Europa League is. No, more people starting to report that Eze set to miss the game tomorrow. Ed Aarons now from the Telegraph, the Guardian.
Glasner with a bit of egg on his face if he doesn't. Glasner said he's going to play.
They've won the ball back hard at the pitch, Burnley. Cullen, and an early effort from Anthony blocked. Burnley starting to get into the game here from a attacking point of view. Gray, gets a bit lucky because Sarr bailed him out of trouble with a nutmeg, and a down-the-line pass from Porro intercepted by Hartman, and Burnley win the ball back here.
Come on, we need to start getting back on the ball and start progressing the ball up the pitch.
Kyle Walker. Tottenham having a period in the game where they're just allowing Burnley a bit of possession now, where Burnley, for the majority, have allowed Tottenham to have the ball. Here's Foster. Bergvall tries to win the ball off Foster and misses the challenge, and now across from Hartman, away by Sarr, and Cullen's pass out of play, and it's going to be a throw into Tottenham.
They're not looking bad, Burnley. They're looking decent.
Playing some alright passes.
We've scored, we've kind of like
dropped off a bit,
retreated a bit.
But I think, you know what? I think this is what it's going to be like under Frank. Like, we're going to have periods, even in these kind of games, where we're just making sure that we're not conceding any stupid chances, you know? Like, I think a lot of games is not going to be full throttle for 90 minutes. We're going to have periods where we'll just settle down a bit. Brennan does well, bumps off Kyle Walker and keeps the ball into Spence. And now Bergvall in the half space on the left-hand side, levels off to Gray. Gray squares it to Romero. Romero's pass is actually sloppy.
Come on,
Porro had a look at him like, what was that? And it's a throw-in to Burnley. Sloppy, that was an easy pass, that. Easy 5-yard pass from Romero, just sloppy. Still 74% possession for Spurs, but Burnley now lead the attempts. And Foster, it's a foul there. And Van der Ven caught up to him anyway. Kay Dinleen Shipley says, how do you guys watch the games when they're not on TV?
We listen to it.
We're on BBC Live Text. It's the BBC Live Text we're watching. Very quick, very up to date. Play by play.
Sim's just constantly reading out text to you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Here's Kuti down the line to Richarlison. Oh no,
Richie.
He's lost it on that time. Esteve does well, but Gray comes in and makes sure that nothing comes of it. Here's Papsar now striding forward into space. He's looking forward. There's not too many options there, so he's falls backwards. Here's Bergvall to Porro. Now Kuti. Come on, if we get this second goal, it really kills it. But we haven't really looked like getting it, to be honest.
When do you think we get the here we go?
I think tomorrow, once we see his left out squad, then we'll get it. Gray to Kuti. Kuti again, another loose pass. Man. And they've played the ball through, and Foster He's got the ball and he goes for goal and it's over the bar.
A few loose touches starting to creep in from Romero, man.
That's two loose passes in a row from him. I don't know who he's looking at. Is it Gray or is it Kudus? I don't even know. It's really slack.
Absolutely.
But Foster, well, you know, he caught up with Foster and Foster was never getting past him. Took the early shot and over the bar. Oh no, has he injured himself? He's got his touching his arm here. It's a corner. It's a corner, so he blocked the shot. Injured himself sliding. So Romero actually made the block there from the shot. So just a hold up as referee.
So there've been a couple of rule changes in the Premier League. It's not just been one, has it? It's not just been that's the only one.
What rule changes?
Yeah.
What other rule changes have been? Ball in. Oh, Vicario gets a good punch on it. What other rule changes have there been? I can't remember off the top of my head. I know that's the main one. I know they're supposedly going to be taking a harder stance on grappling in the box and stuff. Ball in the box and a header. Oh, another decent attempt for Burnley. Esteve this time. You know, didn't get a great connection on it, but a decent opportunity. Cullen, there was Anthony into the box. And Esteve, he'll be a bit disappointed there. Didn't get a better connection on it. Tottenham just allowing Burnley to get a few moments here. And, you know, with the score only at 1-0, it's never safe. Here's Spence to Gray. Back to Mickey van der Ven. Cuti Romero. Now Van der Ven. Squares it again to Spence, who looks inside, back to Van der Ven. And he's being pressed by Hannibal. And he gives it back to Vicario. And Vicario, being pressed by Hannibal, gives it off to Romero. And Romero goes down the line looking for Kudus. And Kudus does really well to hold the ball up. Romero actually did really well to find him as well. And Kudus does brilliantly to find Porro. Porro tries to find a return, but he gives it away. And Burnley wins the ball high up the pitch. And it's a cutback to Lauren. Oh, and he has another effort and just wide.
We need to wake up, man. What is going on? Burnley are the better side at this moment in time. Cutting us open a little bit, passing it around us. They look fairly comfortable on the ball.
Yeah, I was never going in that shot, though. Tight angle, weak effort, easily seen wide. Here's Vicario to Romero. But yeah, but the Burnley definitely improving in this game for sure. Here's Kudus, though, down the line from Porro. Cuts inside and goes through a square pass to Spence, and it's a good one. Right into the feet of Spence. Here's Van der Ven. I feel like we're struggling to progress the ball here.
For sure.
We're getting to Spence, and we're just struggling to get it forward. And now Porro, but he's got a bit of space now. And Porro goes for a ball over the top, looking for Rishi. And Walker win it, but Rishi, oh, didn't land for him. So unless we get the ball up there to Porro, we're struggling to really get into midfield. But Sarr with brilliant pressing into Richarlison, lays it back to Sarr. Into Kudus, and they get into each other's way. And now Burnley on a counter-attack. And Foster on the left-hand side. He's in a bit of space. Romero comes out to him. Passes into Ante, looks for the 1-2. And it's a free kick. Romero the foul. Romero's not happy with that decision. Michael Oliver said it's a foul. A bit of an unnecessary one there, I feel. Is that a yellow or... No, it's just a talking to. Romero's been not himself the last few minutes. Or too much himself, wherever you look at it. Romero's he's not happy. Doesn't agree with Michael Oliver. Let's see this. Foster went for the 1-2. He kind of body checks him. Yeah, he can't really complain, can he? Another free kick in a dangerous position. It all came from a moment we were in, had an opportunity there, and looked like maybe we were going to create an opportunity, another chance. And Sarr and Kudus got in each other's way.
Bit worried with what I'm seeing at this moment. ever since we scored. What time we've scored in the 10th minute? We've done nothing for the last 20. Here we go. Hannibal with the free kick.
Well over the bar. Easy does it.
They've had 9 shots to our 4.
Yeah, we're... This is kind of how I saw the game going, like, apart from the fact we've scored. Just struggling to get the ball forward. They've definitely come out a bit, obviously, since we've gone ahead, but we're really struggling with ball progression at the moment. We're kind of constantly playing within our back Van der Ven, Romero, Spence, all having lots and lots of touches, and we're struggling to really get it into the centre. But here's Sarr. Down the line to Porro in a bit of space right side, gets the early ball in. Cleared away by Esteve. Van der Ven wins the ball hard the pitch. Gray keeps the ball alive. Here's Sarr to Jed Spence on the left-hand side. Brennan Johnson. He's got 2 men on him. 1-2 with Bergvall into Spence. Looking for a little pass into Bergvall, but went for Sarr instead. Sarr's got a bit of space in the centre here. Into Richarlison, who went for a back flick and given away. And now Burnley with another counter-attack. And Jayden Anthony...
Make that yours, Kuti.
...is going to be beating Kuti to it, but well done, Kudus. But yeah, he puts out for a throw. Good tracking back from Kudus.
33 minutes gone. Not the greatest game of football. We went after them so hard so early, and we've just not been able to do anything similar since those first 10 minutes.
Yeah, they've settled into the game, Burnley. Even though we got the goal, they've really settled in and are starting to really create a few moments. Not real clear-cut opportunities, but a few moments they've created. You kind of feel like you're waiting for that real big opportunity to come, though.
Yeah, 100%.
Here's Cullen, Van der Ven cleared away. Rashik, and he's held up well, and he's still got it. Go on, Rishi, into Bergvall.
Well
Brilliant.
played,
And now Bergvall on the left-hand side. He's got a bit of space. Gray's making a run. He goes for Gray. It's overhit the pass, really, from Bergvall, and it's going to go out for a goal kick.
But Richarlison again, man. Look at that hold-up play and that pass.
Good stuff from
Perfect. He's been our most impressive player today by far.
Yeah, he's been really good by and large.
Kudus as well, but for other reasons.
Johnson having another quiet game. Bergvall, I would say, not really done much. Romero back to Porro. Goes back to Vicario, who Foster presses. And he takes a touch, gives off for Van der Ven, who plays it down the line to Bergvall, who spins away from his man really well and into space, past Laurent. Brilliant from Bergvall. He's got Richarlison ahead. He takes another touch and opens up the game.
Well played,
Here's
Lucas.
Porro on the right-hand side. He's got
Well
space.
played, Lucas.
Is he going to whip this in, Porro? He does. Rishi's in there, but it's headed away. Ekdal. Bergvall back to Porro. Sarr screaming for it. Kudus is tucked inside. He gives it over to Sarr. Now Gray. Out wide to Porro. He's got another bit of space, and he crossed it early, and Richarlison's in there, and it's headed away. Referee says no foul. Jayden Anthony barges Bergvall off the ball. He says no foul again. Here's Porro. Tottenham still have the ball. Romero. To Putma to Sarr. Looking for options. Squared to Spence. Cuts inside and his cross is blocked. Only as far as Van der Ven. Oh, does really well to get past Hannibal there, but decides to cut it back to Romero instead of going it at himself.
At least we got them pushed back a little bit now.
Porro back to Kudus. Holding up the ball on Hartman, but Hartman gets a touch in it, but Spurs win a throw. Throw in here. Parker not happy about something. Here's Spence. Archie Gray. Bergval. He cuts inside. He's looking for options, but there aren't too many making runs or spacing. Romero looks for that pass in to Sarr, but cut out. And now Foster again looking for a counter, and he takes a touch past Romero. But
you ain't getting past
Mickey puts the afterburners in. Wasn't the easiest pass back to Vicario, but Vicario did well to keep it on his chest. And really well done by Spence to spin away from Son. And now Spence in space on the left-hand side. He's got Archie Gray. Archie Gray strides forward. Out wide to Kudus. To Porro. It's not a great ball from Kudus. Is that a foul by Porro? Referee says no, play on. Weak from Esteve to go down. What do you think of Esteve so far? Have you been impressed? You've been linked with him many times?
I mean, I haven't seen much of him. I think he's been decent in progressing the ball up the pitch, but from a defensive aspect, I don't think we've seen that much.
I think he's looked quite comfortable. But I think Richarlison's done quite well up against him. Bergval going for the long throw here. And Bergval flicked on by Romero. Kudus is in there. Richarlison, he went for a touch. I thought he was going to spin and shoot here. He lays it back to Sarr. Spence in space. Spence goes to a long rake-in switch to Romero, and it's going to be another throw into Tottenham. So it looks like Bergval must be second in line to Danso.
Which you wouldn't have expected.
Well, here he is again. He looks like he's going to go for it. Bergval. Porro's asking for it short. He's saying, no, I'm going long. And he swings it in there. Van der Ven tries for the flick on Foster. Heads it away. Porro trying to hold off Anthony. And he does really well. But Hannibal, is that a foul? Is it? Yeah. Yes. Foul by Porro on Hannibal. Free kick. So Van der Ven showing his pace here. Lovely.
No goals in the other Premier League games as of yet. West Ham, Sunderland still 0-0.
Esteve to take the free kick. And it's wasted. Completely went too long, straight into Vicario. He's Van der Ven. Romero. Van der Ven punches it into Rishi, flicks into Bergval brilliantly, and Bergval takes it away from Hartman. Here's Kudus. Kudus now. He's running directly at the left back. He cuts inside. Is he going to have a go? He lays off to Jed Spence, who does have a go, and it's over the bar. Nice build up there from Tottenham. Lovely again from Rishi. A lovely little flick here. Look at this flick. Beautiful. Into Bergval. And he takes it away.
Bergval's growing in this game, isn't he?
Yeah, he's starting to do some stuff. Johnson was calling for it back post there, but no one really got their head up. There was Kudus. Lays it off to Spence.
Oh, come on. Here come Burnley.
It's Son. Walker with a long switch, long raking pass to Hartman, and he, even though Porro got a bit of it, he still got there and wins a throw for Burnley. And are they going to swing this in long? Here's throw-in. Hannibal tries to make an angle for a cross, gives off to Cullen. Goes down the line, cuts back. Hannibal now on the touchline. Takes it away from Romero, but Porro comes back, wins the challenge, and Kudus helps clear up. And here's Sarr to Porro, who goes down the line to Bergval. It's over him, and Burnley win the ball back. Here's Ekdal. To Hartman on the left-hand side. Nice ball to Hannibal, flicked into Foster. It's nice football from Burnley. Lauren to Son. Lays it back to Lauren, and his shot is... Oh, why did
What the hell are you
Vicario
doing,
punch that?
It was an easy catch.
I could have caught that. That was a very weird punch. He said the ball was spinning. I mean, it was a deflected shot, but that was an easy catch from... Lauren's shot deflected... It's right at him. I don't understand why he's not catching
You're better
that.
than that, man. You really are better than that.
Just punches it. He's saying it's spinning. He's saying the ball's spinning. You could have caught that.
Easy. Stay strong, Tottenham. Stay strong.
Corner in.
Yeah. Out.
Away. Only as far as Son to Hannibal. Hannibal with another long ball into the box. And it's a foul on Porro, I think it is.
I thought that was a bit weak.
Free kick. Ekdal. Little push. Kind of bought that, I think, Porro.
Come on, if we can just sneak another one in there before half time. Although you are never safe. You look at Liverpool yesterday, 2-0. Everyone thinks they're going on to batter the game, and then within a flash, it's 2-2.
Here's Porro. Nice ball into Bergvall. He's flicked, looking for Kudus, doesn't come off. And Burnley come away with it.
Go on, press
With
Richie.
the press, and Dubravka's pass could have been kept in by Anthony. It's going to be a throw in to Tottenham.
Hotspur state of mind with the super chat says solid first half. Richie goal and Sims pigeon walk definitely the key highlights.
Romero. Oh, Romero with another sloppy pass. And now Hannibal is brought down by Sarr, but it's play on and Walker's in there and he squares it to Anthony. Oh, is that a barge from Porro?
Oh,
Referee says no. Anthony is furious. I think he's lucky there, Porro. Gray, and it's going to be
he's
a goal
completely
kick.
off the ball. I don't know what he's doing there, Porro. Burnley players are surrounding the referee. They want a penalty. 0-0 in the other games at half time.
He's onside there. Why did he do that?
That's a penalty, isn't it?
Well, I don't know
barged
why
him in the
he
back.
did that. That was literally. It's not like he's going to score.
He barged him in the back. That's not like shoulder to shoulder or anything. That's just a complete barge in the back.
I think it would have been soft. No penalty.
Stupid to do.
It's stupid though. Yeah, I don't know why he does that. It's very just like he's so far away from the ball.
Like if the ref goes and points straight to the spot there, you're not overturning that or
No,
anything.
definitely not. It's a
what I mean?
penalty. Bergvall, silly decision there from Porro. He gives the referee a decision to make. Dubravka goes long, so 1 minute added on here. Gray beats Hannibal to it. No, he doesn't. It's a foul.
And this will be the last action of the half. 5 seconds remaining of the 1 minute added on.
Ball and headed on and into the arms of Vicario.
That should be it.
That is it.
Yeah. Half time. Spurs 1, Burnley 0. And yeah, look, it was a really good start from Tottenham. Really good start. Aggressive, getting high up the pitch, causing chances, causing mayhem in the opposition area, and we get the goal, which was a brilliant goal all round, wasn't it? Pape Sarr aggressive, winning the ball. Mohamed Kudus, obviously he sprayed it to Mohamed Kudus, and it looked like he'd lost it, but it was his endeavour, his aggressive nature that was able to keep the ball. He puts in a cross on the money for Richarlison, and Richarlison had so much to do at that moment in time, but bang, first time into the bottom corner on the kind of half volley. And I think from that moment on, that was the first 10 minutes, Spurs looking really dangerous and threatening. And then from then on, I just don't think we've looked threatening by any stretch of the imagination. And I think if anyone was to get a goal from 10 minutes onwards, it was going to be Burnley. I mean, they're the ones that are asking the majority of the questions since then.
Yeah, I think we've really struggled to maintain control of this game. We've struggled to build up through the middle. We've really struggled. I think build-up's been a big struggle for us. I think Burnley are doing some really good pressing, and they're being really aggressive in the middle. And whenever we kind of played the ball into Bergvall or Gray, Bergvall was starting to get the better of it, maybe later as the half went on. But Sarr even, I think Gray especially, struggling to progress the ball through the middle. Johnson has been absolutely anonymous. And the only way we really seem to get any joy is if we can kind of get the ball to Porro in space and he lobs in a long ball or a cross from the right-hand side. We kind of get Kudus to hold the ball up, or we get Richarlison to hold the ball up. Other than that, we're really struggling to get the ball high up the pitch. And Burnley they're doing some really good counter-attacking play. They're finding Foster in behind with his pace and some early passes. Look, I wouldn't say they're massively threatening, but they're creating a few half opportunities. They're getting corners. They're asking a few questions of Tottenham, and they're not having too much possession. They're just being very direct, and it's being very frustrating watching Tottenham kind of toil at the moment. Romero, Van de Ven, Vicario seem to be touching the ball a hell of a lot, and I think when that's happening too much, that's showing your lack of ability to get your midfield players on the ball and your forward players involved. And I think that's what's happening at the moment. I think if you look at the possession stats, what are we? We're 71%, it says here,
okay,
right? And how much of that is Romero, Van de Ven and Spence? Probably a hell of a lot. Like, they're the ones having the majority of touches at the moment, and that's got to be a bit of a concern. And that's something kind of like what we thought going into this game. It was going to be a lot of struggle with our creativity and our ability to progress the ball, and that's what's happening in a moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, like, in terms of the kind of players doing well and not well, I think Richarlison is clearly our best player, the one with the most quality on the pitch right now. Every time the ball comes into him, his hold-up play has been magnificent. And not only that, but his way he's bringing in other players into play, his ball-playing ability has been there on all to show, and that finish was just completely out of the top drawer. I mean, Richarlison is most definitely our man the match at this moment in time. I think Kudus, it was obviously a really good assist, a nice ball, and how he got there was sublime. But since then, he hasn't really done too much from an offensive proposition. But what he's doing very well is coming back to help the team from a defensive aspect. He's won the ball back a number of times, to be honest. I think Lucas Bergvall has been growing and growing as the game's worn on. He's been definitely growing in influence and helping us drive up the pitch when we can do that. And, he's showing some really nice touches to get away from his man and to drive, and passing as well. It's been on show. But, yeah, I mean, not really. I think Spence is doing decent. Romero's frustrating me massively with his loose touches and loose passing. And you'd think, like, within the back line, Romero's that one needs to have that passing on point for us to really progress the ball up the pitch, and he doesn't have that. He's giving the ball away quite recklessly, and he needs to get better in that second half. I'm not really sure what's going on with Romero, but yeah, I don't think anyone else apart from those guys are really having an astonishing game.
No, I think as a team it's been a bit of a frustrating watch, to be honest, and I think I wouldn't say I'm ever watching the game and I'm not like, oh wow, Burnley are about to score, but you just get that feeling like they're growing in the game, or you're just giving them more and more encouragement. And at some point, maybe they're going to make one of these things pay, one of these half chances. It just takes one little deflection or whatever, and we're giving them way too much encouragement, definitely as the game's gone on, and that's been quite disappointing. I think we've had lots of possession, but a possession that hasn't really gone anywhere. I think we've definitely struggled in build-up. We've struggled to get the ball up the pitch. We've really struggled to create any real chances. How many chances have we created since we scored?
Not many at all.
I can't think of too many off the top of my head.
Yeah.
You know, Johnson, another. I mean, why is he starting on the left, man? He's just doing nothing. He's doing nothing.
It's a carbon copy of what we've seen all pre-season. Like, just nothing in his performance. Nothing. When
I don't get what he's trying to do.
Left,
I don't like, what's the plan with him?
For me, we have to bring on Odebear at half-time.
Because we're kind of playing, you know how Frank likes to play one winger a bit tucked in and one winger out wide, and it looks like Johnson's playing a bit further out wide, and Kudus more, sometimes is more tucked in, and why you don't want Johnson there, and every time he goes down the line, he whips in a cross on his left foot and he's going out of play. If he's not going down the line, he's cutting inside into traffic, and he doesn't have the ability to beat players cutting inside and dribbling. He's not shooting. He not getting in a position to shoot because he's hugging the touchline. Like, he's useless at the moment. Absolutely useless in that position.
We've seen it countless amount of times though. Whenever we shun Brendan Johnson out to the left, I don't think he's ever had a good performance there. I think that one game that you mentioned, Aston Villa, when we won 4-0, that's like one game in the fair few games he's played there. Even in pre-season, he's looked terrible out on the left. We've got Odebear on the bench, who I think every time he's come in on the left, I think he's looked really good, threatening, creative, looking to drive at his man. So
and there's no link up between him and Spence as well. Zero link up. Whenever Spence gets the ball, he's looking forward, like, all right, is anyone going to help me? And every time he's turning back and passing it back to Van de Ven because he's getting no help. Like, I just don't understand what Frank is trying to do there with him.
Yeah,
I really don't get it. If you're not getting him in the box, you're not getting him being that finisher, which he was last season. He's not a good touchline winger. So I don't understand what the plan is right now.
It is very frustrating trying to watch it. But what's your opinions on Archie Gray so far? Not the greatest display.
Yeah, I think he hasn't been fantastic. I think he's kept the ball very safe whenever he's had it. I don't think he's done anything glaringly bad or like big mistakes, but he's just kept it very safe. He's not playing the ball forward, which I think can be detrimental to you when you're having someone who's playing it too safe. And I think that's how I feel Archie's playing it right now. When he's been in duels, I mean, he's not coming out winning most of them, I would say. I mean, I don't know what the stats are on his duel winning, but from what I've seen,
he's won 1 out of 2.
So he's not getting involved in that many duels. So it's essentially tackles. He made 1 tackle. He's not really done too much. But I guess defensively, it's not really too much about that. But on the ball, he's just playing it too safe. And I don't think he's able to cover the ground that Bentancur and Palini. When Bentancur and Palini were on the pitch the other night, they were there. You noticed them there. They were dominant. That old adage, let them know you're there. I just feel like Gray's not really doing that at the moment.
Yeah.
He's kind of being a bit bypassed. A bit passive. He's letting the game pass him by a bit. It's not been a great audition to be starting more games regularly ahead of those two.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that.
It's only half time, but yeah.
When you're looking at the midfield, I think he's the weakest of the 3. I think Bergvall is most definitely the strongest of the 3. And Pape... Yeah, Pape's been up and down, to be honest. I think there's a number of times he's lost the ball quite sloppily, but
good pressing though.
Yeah, and that's the good thing that he's done today. And obviously his pressing culminated in our first goal. So I'm not disappointed with Pape. It's just a few frustrating moments in the first half from him. But Bergvall's been brilliant.
Yeah, I feel like with Sarr and Gray, there's been just this unwillingness to risk the ball playing forward and make mistakes and try different things, which is leading to just a lot of staleness in our play. And it's why we're not really asking different questions to Burnley, and like it's almost as if we don't want to give the ball away, so we'd rather play it safe, like force it long at times, and then try and kind of win the ball back high up the pitch when they have it, instead of trying to try little progressive or creative passes when we have the ball. And it's I think we are playing it too safe, and it's not a great watch for large parts, to be honest. Like, we haven't really played some good football. Again, it's very similar to what we saw in pre-season when it comes to Set pieces and stuff. When we had those long throws and corners, we looked okay, and there's some good stuff happening there. But in open play, again, you got to say today, it's been more of the same, unfortunately.
Yeah. Those attacking patterns of play are just not there yet.
No.
And I think the personnel are not really there to implement it. We need a pure kind of number 10 to come in. Hopefully that can be solved when Evereche gets over the line. And there has been a recent update on Eze, actually, from Ed Aarons. Where was it? And he said the negotiations between Tottenham and Palace have now intensified. So hopefully that can get over the line sooner rather than later. We need him. We need him desperately in this team. And not only for the passing, but also just to drive forward. There's just no sort of ability to get the ball high up the pitch unless we punt it long.
What I would say is, Frank is known for making in-game tweaks and things like that. So maybe second half he's noticed a few things that weren't working or whatever in the first, and he'll tweak it. That's what he's known for doing, and finding little details. So 45 minutes into his first game, I don't think we're sitting here saying Frank is doing bad or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I understand, like, we're probably a bit frustrated with what we're seeing, but there is still another 45, and if he can tweak things and find different ways, and we are 1-up as well, that's what Frank's known for. So I mean, very much let's see what the second half brings. But yeah, that first half was a frustrating watch at times. But let's talk about Rishi a bit. Is another goal today? Great performance on the week on the Super Cup. Frank, there was rumours when he first came in that Frank was going to be a big fan of his. Like, with another goal today, do you reckon that's him definitely staying now?
It's an interesting one because it is a World Cup year. He wants to play at the highest level consistently. If he keeps playing like this, like, it's going to be hard to. I mean, look, it's always going to come back to the injuries. I don't think it's been a quality issue of why we wanted to sell him. It's always been about the injuries. So if he can stay fit, I've got no problems with him staying. It's just about I just question whether he can stay fit.
I know, but you're not going to know that until he stays, will you? Like, if he can stay fit.
Yeah, but I mean, we've got the evidence of the last 2 years.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, we can't say we will keep him if he stays fit, because we won't know if he stays fit unless you keep him.
Mm-hmm.
So Frank, they've got a decision to make. I'm saying, based on what you're seeing, do you think?
Based on what I'm seeing, like I said, it's never been a quality issue. So based on what I've seen of him in a Spurs shirt since he's come, I would have kept him.
I'm not talking about whether you want him to stay. I'm saying, do you think he is staying?
I think he probably is staying, yeah.
That's my question.
I think he probably is staying. I was convinced that he was going to be leaving at the back end of last season, at the beginning of the transfer window. But I just can't see us selling him from the end of the window and us bringing in another striker. I think our focuses are very much elsewhere. We've heard that Spurs are looking. Obviously, we've heard Savinho and Eze, but when the reports came out before Savinho and Eze, it says Spurs want to bring in a creative force in midfield and a centre back. Like, no one's ever said a striker.
Mm-hmm.
We have been linked with the likes of Callum Wendo, but that was very early on in the window. But since then, I don't think we've been linked to a striker.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it will be Richie and Solanke to take us into the new season.
I've just had that feeling for a while. I think that Rishi's staying. I don't think he's going anywhere. And I think the fact that he's playing well at the moment and got himself into Frank's plans, I think is more benefit to that and more benefit to him. And it's great for us. And we know he's a good striker, obviously the injury issues, but I think Frank likes him. And I think, I do think Solanke and Rishi, if they can both stay fit, I do think that's a good striker. Two good strikers there, in my opinion. I don't think they're the best strikers in the league, but I think two strikers who could easily each be getting 10 to 15 goals. They should be, in my opinion. So I think that are two strikers who could also play together. They could be interchangeable. And I think both are going to be really pushing to get in their World Cup squad. So I don't mind them as our number 9 choices. I think it's all about getting the supply to them. And I think that's the main thing.
We need to see if they can get their numbers up, because we need them to add in and chip in significantly. We all spoken about, the amount of goal contributions that have left the team, and we need Richarlison and Solanke both to massively step up and chip in better than they have done before. So look, we'll see. I'm willing to see how it goes. I think Richarlison, with the way he's playing at the moment, he is our starting number 9, and Solanke's got big work ahead of him to kind of remove him from that position.
Yeah, 100%.
A couple of super chats before the second half starts. Tony Messer says, we're lacking creativity. It's really annoying to watch, and Romero has been super poor today. Rich Frith, chat member for 37 months, says, good start, Richie goal, won me some money. Pape next, please. And Malware says, Kudus, Richie and Bergvall standouts in the first half.
Come on. All right. Second half about to start. Doesn't look like there's any subs that I can see. Got a lot of choices to come on, though, if we do want to make subs.
Yeah, I think he'll look to make changes around 60, 65. But Brennan is still there.
All right, we are underway. No changes to either side.
I noticed in the live chat that Vicario led the huddle before the start of the second half.
Oh, interesting.
So is that the leadership group starting to form?
Yeah, I never really considered Porro could be part of the leadership group, but why not? He should be.
No, it definitely should be, in my opinion. He says it's 4 or 5 players the leadership group's going to be. So I imagine it's going to be Vicario, Romero, Porro, Davis, and maybe one more.
Bentancur?
Maybe Bentancur, yeah. Very...
Well, Madison's still there, obviously, but
Madison.
he's injured. Decky, people say Decky should be captain, but his Kudus gets it to, does really well there, actually. Mohamed Kudus, not taking any chances, into Bergvall. Bergvall now to Jed Spence, running into space here. Spence got Brennan to his left. He goes for him. Here's Brennan. What can he do now? A bit of space, and he goes for the ball into the box and is headed away by Ekdal. Only as far as Brennan again. Gray. Coetzee. Van der Ven to Spence in the half space. Spence cuts inside. Squares it to Porro. Pedro Porro down the line to Kudus. Flicks it into Sarr. Mohamed Kudus gets it back and slips. Touch. And Jane Ante's trying to dribble out. Trouble. Good challenge by Porro. Referee says foul, though. I thought he got the ball there.
Right, and the keeper's come all the way up to take this one, pressing. He's asking his Burnley players to push higher up the pitch. 47 minutes gone. Porro loses it out in the air. The Spurs win it back.
It's not the best pass from Kudus, but Porro in a bit of trouble. And Porro with a sliced left-footed clearance. Not the best clearance as well, but Bergvall trying to get him out of trouble. And he does beautifully. And he drives into the little bit of space he can, and a beautiful outside of the boot pass. Switch of play to Spence in space. Spence to Brennan Johnson. Can he run at Son? He's running out and goes on the left, cuts it back, and it's a weak pass and cut out by Laurent. Oh, but he puts a tackle in and wins it, and it falls to Gray. Gray lays it to Sarr. Sarr's got Bergvall in support. He's got Spence there. Sarr's in the box. He lays it to Spence, who's cuts it back. Kudus is there. Kudus doesn't get the shot off. Come on. Here's Kudus again. Now the Burnley got players back, and Porro and the chance went. Kudus had to take one touch and shoot, man. He had to shoot.
Nice to see us getting the ball and Brennan actually doing something on the left-hand side. You know, he gets the cross in. Doesn't really go anywhere, but he wins the ball back.
Yeah, well done.
Come on, let's get a set-piece goal, Tottenham. Here comes Mo Kudus.
Kudus in the box. Oh, Bergvall win the header ahead of Dubravka. Sorry, Van der Ven. Oh, that was a good chance. He'll be annoyed with himself there. Goal kick. Sarr wins the header, and Hannibal chasing down Pedro Porro. Vicario goes long for Sarr and headed away by, kept in by Cunnan. And Romero's clearance. Hartman puts out for a throw. Pedro Porro with the throw. It's QT. And this game seems to be going a similar pattern again. Vicario, Van de Ven, Romero having a lot of the ball and just struggling to do much with it. Romero, nice pass into Gray. Gray tries to play into space ahead of Anthony, who slides in. Pass it off to Spence. Here's Brennan. Got Spence on the overlap. Goes back to Gray. Spence. Bergval.
Ref.
Oh, that's a foul on Bergval, isn't it? Referee's waves play on. Gray switches it to, squares it to Porro. Porro gives it off to Kudus and Gray. And Porro, is he going to whip it in early? He is. It's not the best ball. But Tottenham trying to sustain the pressure.
Hasn't been on point today, Porro.
Spence, nice flick. Into Johnson, who takes a touch and is tackled. Richarlison chasing back. Here's Anthony for Burnley. Esteve to Egdal. Good pressing, Rishi. Pressing Dubravka now. Johnson pressing. Walker. Oh, he dubsed him. But he's given it away to Spence. Can Rishi win it? Oh, Egdal just about beats him to it. And he plays it forward looking for Foster, but good interception
Mickey.
by Van de Ven. And Gray keeps it away from Hannibal. Johnson tries to keep away from Walker. Oh, he gives it away to Son. Nice. Loren into Gray. Nice ball into Johnson on the left-hand side. Cuts back. Richarlison blocked. Rishi again. Rishi! Oh, it's a save by Dubravka.
That was class, man.
Here's Kudus still. Kudus crosses it in back post on.
I swear, what are they feeding Richarlison at the moment? This guy is on fire.
Lovely
Seriously,
play
they
from
cannot
Rishi.
handle him whatsoever.
Did very well to get the shot off there, Rishi. Johnson, nice ball. Rishi's shot blocked. Lovely play there. Nice touch. And Dubravka just saves it, tips it away. Is that a handball there? Off Esteve. Lovely touch there past Egdal from Rishi. Can't really see if it hit his hand there.
God, I swear, those R9 jokes not going to be jokes anymore.
If he keeps playing like this. Lovely play. Left-footed shot. Oh, Dubravka just with a stud, I think. Just about got it away. Oh, so close for a second for Rishi.
Prue. Come on. I think we've started the second half fairly well, man. I'm happy with this start.
Here's Vicario to Van de Ven. Spence comes inside and picks up the ball. Van de Ven now. Vicario. Romero. Tottenham fans in full voice now. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in there singing. Romero.
We need that second goal.
Porro down the right-hand side. Kudus cuts inside well. Inside Hartman. Van de Ven. Here's Spence. Gray. With a big switch of play. Nice switch and a nice touch by Kudus. Bit
Kudus.
showboating. Porro. Back to Sarr. Here's Kudus now.
There has been a goal at Brighton now. It is 1-0 with Matt O'Reilly with the pen.
Matt O'Reilly with a pen. 1-0 to Brighton. Romero over the top. Looking for Kudus. And can he force anything? He can't.
Look at this from Kudus. Oh,
Bit unnecessary. but-
very unnecessary, but it's good to watch.
Edison not in the squad for City.
Yeah, apparently he's going Galatasaray or something.
Ekdal to Dubravka. Now Tottenham pressing high.
Press.
And Hartman.
That's
Gray wins it. Only as far as Esteve. Gray's at foul on Anthony. Referee says yes. Free kick.
It's good. Get up aggressive against him, man. Gray's had a better start to this second half. Uh-oh.
Oh, ball over the top. Spence covers and it's a foul.
Bloody hell.
And the flag goes up anyway. Come on. Well, by the way, we're 50 away from 1,000 likes. And we got 3,500 people watching. Only 50 away. 50
43.
people. Come on, people. Only 50 of you need to like the stream. Come on. Takes 1 second to do. Look at that. 3 offsides we've caught him. Porro with a lovely ball down the line to Kudus. And Kudus makes the most of it and wins a throw. Well done, Mohammed. Well done, Mo. And 1,000 likes. Well done, people. Big up. Helping with the algorithms. I said
Hey!
Well done.
Bergvall, another one of these long throws. Come on. Can we get to 2,000 likes before the end of the stream? What do you reckon?
Come on, of course we can. Only 800 away. We've got 3,500 people watching. Why can't we? Come on, 2,000 likes, people. Long throw in. Lucas Bergvall. Headed on, and Kudus couldn't quite get it under control. But here he is on the left-hand side.
Kudus.
Goes down the line and wins a corner.
Well played, Mohamed Kudus.
Corner, Porro to come over and take. 56 minutes on the clock.
Right, here it comes. Come on, put the keeper under pressure.
Pedro Porro to swing this in to the back post, and Rishi wins the header, but Dubravka's going to come and claim. And Burnley looking to start a quick counter. Walker launches the ball forward, and it's a good one to Anthony. Anthony, the great touch inside, and he's got Hannibal in there. Hannibal's in the box. Hannibal cuts inside. Well done, Passar. Brilliant block. And now Tottenham starting counter. Bergvall overhits. That was a big moment for Burnley. Brilliant from Sarr covering, though. Well done.
Majid with the super chat saying, why aren't you both at the game? We're here with you, people. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Crazy rat. Do you read that one?
No.
Says, Richarlison theory, if Vinny doesn't win the Ballon d'Or, bad things will happen. Oh, they're in the box again. Cuts it back to Foster in the box. He spins, he shoots. Anthony! Oh, my word. Saved by Vicario. Now the big chances are coming for Burnley all of a sudden. God. Poor defending here from Gray. Just watch. Oh, it's poor from him. Allowing them down the line. Foster's shot spins into Anthony, who spins and shoots. And lucky for Tottenham, it lands straight Vicario.
It's their biggest chance of the game. Their biggest
Brilliant
chance
from
of the game.
Anthony there. Jane Anthony, great touch. Plays it into Hannibal. Cuts inside Van de Ven, but there was Sarr covering brilliantly.
The game's a bit more open now on both ends, you know. They've just created their biggest chance of the game. We've had a few chances up the other end.
We need this second goal.
Yeah, it's vitally important. Desperate for this second goal, man.
Vicario to Van de Ven. Down the line to Johnson. Sarr. Romero to Porro. He's asking for options. Down the line to Kudus. Does a 1-2. Now Porro into the halfway. Here's Bergvall. Jed Spence down the left now. Bergvall's making a run down the outside. Does he use him? He cuts inside. Goes for Gray instead. Gray into Romero. Now every player inside the Burnley half is Gray. Kudus now. Which looks for the 1-2 with Sarr, but he's going to win the throw. No, Sarr keeps it on. Gives it to Porro in the half space. Porro back to Kudus. Goes down the line. Cuts it back. Richarlison! Oh, Richarlison, what have you just done? Oh, my word. Oh, Rishi. That was like a carbon copy of that World Cup goal he scored against South Korea.
What from Kudus as well.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my days.
Kudus dubsing Hartman down the right-hand side, again on his right foot, crosses it in, and a scissor kick. I don't know if you call it a scissor kick or an unbelievable volley from Richarlison, leaning backwards, just fantastically slices it on the volley, smashes it into the back of the net, and Spurs have a second. I think it's fantastic. Rishi season has arrived, people. Come on. And just as we were in our worst moment, we're looking, maybe we'll concede. There's Kudus. Oh, and nothing. That's what you can do. Dubsing Hartman, cuts back, and I think you can call that a scissor kick. Scissor kick from Richarlison, and it's a fantastic volley. That is what you call a finish. And Spurs are 2-0 up. Oh, that is fantastic. Goal
That is off the top drawer.
Sealed, I think.
And you know what? If you thought the first goal was a great finish, you ain't seen nothing
phenomenal.
yet. That is an unbelievable
We know
finish.
Rishi's got that in his locker. We've seen it before from him, and that is a phenomenal finish from Richarlison.
You know what? I was saying against PSG, that could be Richarlison's one of his best performances in the Spurs shirt. Well, those are his two best finishes in the Spurs shirt.
The man is on a hat-trick, people.
Come on, let's
the
get in
man
that
is on a hat-trick.
Let's get in that hat-trick.
Gray, it's a foul by Gray.
2 assists from Kudus as well. 2 goals from Richarlison. And Spurs are 2 goals up here. And come on, that's got to be that, surely. We can't let this slip now.
Come on. Don't concede any stupid goals now, Tottenham.
To make things even better, Sunderland have taken the lead against
Sunderland,
West Ham.
1-0 up.
Mayenda. And here's Scotty Parker's running the changes. Aaron Ramsey's coming on.
Oh, phenomenal from Rishi. That's a volley you can see time and time again. It's one of those. It's a phenomenal finish. And Spurs have a commanding lead now. We've doubled our lead here in this game. And it was vitally important we scored at a moment because Burnley was starting to get some serious chances.
Just as they had their best chance in the game, we go up the other end and score. That's exactly what you need.
Hartman floats it in. Only as far as Esteve. Son, past Johnson. And now Kyle Walker launched it to the back post. Gray heads it away. Anthony now going to take on Porro, cuts inside. Goes on the outside. And Porro reads it and tackles him brilliantly. Spurs fan singing, we know what we are, champions of Europe.
Exactly.
And Porro's pass blocked and a throw in. No sign of a sub so far. They're making a couple of subs though. Chukwu looks like. Oh, that was a finish of Brazil's number 9.
Oh,
that
mate,
was a finish.
That was special.
Brazil's,
That really was special. You could watch it. You just keep watching it. It will never get old. That is an unbelievable goal from Richarlison, and he has arrived in this season. We kept mentioning it. You know, he's been the best player on the pitch by far. He was unbelievable on Wednesday night. He's coming of age, Richarlison.
And what I love about Kudus getting 2 assists with his right foot is because everyone always associates him with he's very heavily left-footed and he doesn't really like going down the line. But twice now he's been shown down the line. He took it and got 2 assists for it. So that's going to make defenders think twice next time.
And that one was a cross out of the bloody unbelievable cross.
Really nice cross as well. And the way Richarlison, the movement as well, not just the finish, movement to find that little bit of space and being picked out. It's brilliant all round. Brilliant all round from Spurs. Here's Van der Ven. Oh, sorry, it's Brennan Johnson breaking into space. It's Porro. Porro's got space. Is he going to go for it? Oh, he drags his shot well wide, unfortunately. Pedro. He scored from that kind of range before.
Did we beat any of the promoted sides at Tottenham last season? We lost to Leicester. We lost to Ipswich.
We beat Southampton.
And we beat Southampton.
Dubravka to take the goal kick. Here's Sarr. Looking for Kudus and Rishi, and it's a good challenge here by Esteve. It's going to be a throw-in to Burnley.
Richie's ready for the Champions League.
100%. Come on, he's ready for this season. Romero. Here's Romero to Gray. Back to Vicario. Nice one. Gray's, I think, had a bit of a better second half as well.
Yeah, no, I said that before. He looks like he's been growing and he started it a lot more aggressive, winning the ball back. You know, like you mentioned before, right, at half time, you know, you don't really know he's there, but you know he's in the second half.
Here's Van de Ven. Back to Vicario. Looking for options to go forward.
Let's
on
just
the
put
ball
this
a lot.
game beyond all doubt now.
Romero. We're going to make a sub soon. Romero, good pass into Rishi, flicks it over Esteve brilliantly and gives off to Sarr into Johnson. And Johnson's in on goal! Johnson! Johnson! And it's 3!
Brennan Johnson!
Who we've been criticising, Brennan Johnson, who always finds a way of scoring goals. Is what the boy does on the left-hand side. It's a phenomenal work from Richarlison yet again. What hold-up play. Feeds it into Sarr. He quickly gets the ball into the middle of the park. In on brilliant through ball to Brennan Johnson. Takes one touch. He looked like maybe he's overhit it, but he's fast enough to get past Dubravka, to get it before Dubravka, sorry, and into the back of the net. Brilliant finish. And it's 3-0, but they're looking for, is that a foul? Oh, come off it. That is never a foul.
It's a foul on Richarlison of
They're
anyone.
looking, did Richarlison hit Esteve in the face here?
Oh, get away.
Come off it.
Move
Brennan's well
on.
onside.
Move on.
It's a nice touch, actually, and a nice finish. You know what? Credit to Brennan. Credit to Brennan, because it's a nice touch and it's a nice finish. He's actually done quite well.
Lovely finish.
It's really nice. Really nice. We've criticised him, but you know
All
what?
day we've been criticising him, but he always
I don't
pops
care
up.
if he gets a goal. I don't
Always
care.
pops
It's what he's
up.
done his job. If he gets a goal, he's done his job.
A goal from the left wing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable goal all round. And again,
Just need a moment. He just
again,
needs a moment.
Richarlison heavily involved in that goal. Heavily involved. That hold-up play
Brilliant.
and just spraying it and just that
I think-
little pass to Pape Matar did the job for us. Unbelievable.
He just finds a way of always getting on the score sheet, doesn't he, Brennan?
Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again. Johnson again. Johnson again, ole ole.
And maybe, could this get even better? And a shot. Oh, Kachukwa's effort over the bar. That was not bad, though. But come on, don't lose your way now, Tottenham. Keep concentrated. That was actually good football from Burnley. And Ogachukwu, oh, a lot of power on that. Over the bar. Vicario, not too happy. Tottenham slacking off a bit. And there's the chance of Todd Johnson again, ole ole, ringing around Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Oh, Mickey.
Oh, Van der Ven is a foul. Well, you know what? We were worried about that front line, and Richarlison's got 2 goals, Kuda's got 2 assists, and Johnson's got a
Yeah,
goal.
yeah, so true. And Pape's got on the goal
And Pape's
contributions
got an assist as well.
I was so close to putting Pape in my team as well. We're top of the league.
Tottenham Hotspur, we're top of the league. We're top of the league. All right, Frank is apparently going to make some subs, they're saying. Here's Kuti.
Jamie Donnelly has just come on
Bentancur and Solanke are ready and waiting.
for Beijing Ho.
Here's Kudus. Cuts inside Hartman. Into Spence, who's playing in centre mid at the moment. Here's Johnson. Come on, has he got his tail up now? He's got a goal. Create space. Cross it to the back post. Richie's in there! Oh, it's just headed away from him. It's going to be a corner. And he's down injured, though.
Oh no. Looks like a dead leg. Well, we're all saying Frank always struggles when he first comes into clubs. 6 games, no win, all this kind of stuff. Spurs are 3-0 up here with 20 minutes to go. And you know what? At times it hasn't been pretty, but we've done the job.
Exactly, we've just got it done. As we were saying at half time, you know, Frank, he has a way of figuring things out in the game. That's what he's in. That's what he's known for. Kudus corner and Dubravka's missed it. Romero keeps it alive and Dubravka claims it the second time. It did.
Oh, wow.
Richarlison nearly got there ahead. I think he did get there ahead of Dubravka there, and it was going over. Romero just about kept it in, but Dubravka got it the second attempt. I think Richarlison, knowing maybe his number's about to come up, probably desperate to get that hat trick. Oh, it's a through ball, but Spencer's coming over. Larson, Son, and his cross is over here, and that's going to be seen out by Porro. He's kept it in though, Porro, and is looking for a ball forward. Goes into Rishi, is that a foul? Yeah. Oh. Is it sub time?
Yeah, I think Big Dom's coming on.
Solanke and Bentancur. I'm guessing for Gray and Rishi?
Yeah.
Well done, Rishi.
Man the match performance.
What a performance.
Man the match performance. 2 unbelievable goals from our Brazilian number 9, Richarlison. And it wasn't just the goals today, but his hold-up play, his passing, everything was top-notch from Richarlison. Unbelievable.
What a performance today. Absolutely deserves it. Deserves that ovation. Following on from a brilliant performance on Wednesday night as well.
Yeah, he's getting the words of encouragement from his manager, Thomas Frank.
Kudus just went past Hartman like he wasn't even there. And look at that finish. Scissor kick. Oh, the technique on that is just beautiful.
World class.
Spence heads it away. Bergvall helps it on. And header from Solanke, and it's going to be a corner to Burnley.
Big Dom, he's got a lot to live up to now, doesn't he?
He does. Rishi, he's laid down the marker. That's the kind of finishing you're going to have to be able to provide if you're going to keep Rishi out of the team.
Sunderland 2-0 up.
2-0, wow.
Ballard.
West Ham going down.
You're going down with the West Ham.
Ball into the box. Vicario's missed it. And it's going to be another corner, I think.
I knew Sunderland would be up for this today. I didn't think they would win bloody 2-0, though. Not over yet, I guess. 15 minutes to go.
Corner to Burnley. Into the box. Oh, he's actually done it to the edge of the area. Anthony with a volley. Blocked. Brun Larsen now, who's just come on. Takes on Porro. Crosses it in. Porro blocks it. And cleared away by...
Goal kick.
Kudus, I think it was. And it's going to be a goal kick. No, Sarr. Double sub for Burnley coming on now.
Let's bring on Odebear now. Wouldn't mind seeing Odebear, maybe Tell, maybe even a João Palhinha just to solidify the midfield even more.
Hi, Vicario. Tottenham, hopefully, we're just going to see this game out. We're going to go for more goals.
Let's go for more, man. Let's go for more.
Surely Burnley realise now the game's been taken away from them. Here's Van der Ven. Loose from Sarr. Given away to Larson, and now Ugachukwu. Lovely from Solanke, and gives off to Sarr. Now Bergvall, and Tottenham on the attack here. Kudus down the right-hand side is available. Bergvall striding forward. Cuts it back, doesn't use Kudus, and he's going to go back all the way back, I think. Here's Porro. Referee Porro's calling for a foul. Romero, Bentancur. Porro. Went early to Solanke. Lovely touch from Solanke. On the turn! And his shot is wide. Lovely play from Porro and Solanke there. Good pass into him. Good touch. Uses his body strength to shake off, I think it was Ekdal. Turns away and just didn't quite catch the effort on his left foot.
Lovely from Big Dom. All right, 15 minutes to go here. And you got to say, the game is surely won.
Yeah, it looks like we've taken it away from them. Long ball forward. Sarr loses it. Oh, Romero takes a swipe. And Van der Ven does brilliantly. What another lovely recovering tackle. And Porro's going to go long here. And Solanke's running in behind. And Esteve cuts out impressively. But Kudus following in. Oh, it's a brilliant sliding challenge by Hartman of keeping it away from Kudus. But Bergvall still pressing. He hasn't given it up. And he's pressing Dubravka, who goes long. And Porro's going to pick this up. Plays it into Sarr on the volley. Sarr gets taken down by Cullen. Referee waits play on because Sarr still got it. And he wins the free kick.
Let's see what our bet mates are saying. Big up to the people at BetMate. Who is top of the leaderboard? It is Dark Azure. Sim is in... Oh, we're on the exact same points, me and you. I got Kudus captain. You got Richarlison captain.
Who's the vice captain?
I got Sarr as vice captain.
And I have...
here comes João Palhinha.
I've got Porro vice captain.
But in the lead is Dark Azure, who's got Kudus as captain and Richarlison as vice captain. Here's Porro with the free kick. Tries to find Romero.
Oh, Romero just wide. See, clean sheets are not worth as much, I see. It's a bit annoying. Ball forward. Oh, what a touch that is. Larson. All down the line. Larson cuts inside and cuts it back, and Romero can clear. All right, Burnley have a long throw here. Into the box, headed away by Sarr. Cullen, blocked by Solanke. And Solanke's chasing down the loose ball off Cullen. Oh, doesn't quite make it. Cullen has it and flicks it in, but Van der Ven cuts it out.
Go on, Mickey.
And breezes past one.
Go on, Mickey.
And goes down the line like he's left wicket. He's still going, Mickey. Oh, and Ugachukwu stops him in his tracks. Oh, down the line.
Don't let him in. Get that, Rodri. Well played, Bentancur.
Well done. And Vicario clears it out of play. Come on, protect the clean sheet, Tottenham. Ah,
Here comes
Palhinha and Odegaard.
and Wilson.
Bergval going off. Good performance, Lucas.
Really good performance from
Well
Lucas
done.
Bergval.
Well done. And Brendan, I'm guessing, is the other one. I think, yeah, Frank making sure we're coming away with this game with a clean sheet, I think. Brennan got his goal in the end. Got his goal. So credit to him. He's underway. Wasn't his best display, I think, but got a goal. That's Brennan Johnson.
That is Brennan Johnson in a nutshell. Wasn't his best display, but gets a goal. How many times have we said that?
A nice finish as well. Credit to him.
It was a top finish.
Here's Esteve.
Slips it in just under the keeper. Bang.
Oh, Odegaard nearly nicking it off Carl Walker there. Here's Ekdal.
And for at least a
Bentancur.
couple of
Oh,
hours,
he's going into colour. Now Odegaard following suit. And Burnley now just protecting their possession. Here's Walker. Ekdal. Solanke pressing. And Tottenham got this new energy now with these subs. Dubravka goes long. Romero's header only as far as Hartman. Down the line to Larson, who's crossing the box. Offside. Romero came flying in as well.
For you FPL enthusiasts, the bonus points at the moment are going to Richarlison, Vicario and Kudus.
Vicario.
Yeah.
How many saves he made? 4. There's Daniel Levy watching on. Where did the protest happen today?
I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think it did. I would have seen some stuff on social media.
I know they were still promoting it yesterday, so
Were they?
yeah. I wonder if they haven't seen anything today, so I wonder if there just wasn't a good turnout. Change for let's see. Yeah. So this looks like they were there.
Oh, it did happen.
Don't think there was many people there. There's Ryan holding up the flag, of course. Banner. Spence over the top. There's Odegaard. Holds off Carl Walker. Cuts inside impressively, but gets pickpocketed by Ugachukwu. Anthony now down the line. Van der Ven picks up the ball into Bentancur. Van der Ven, Sarr, and it's going to be another throw.
An update from Fabrizio Romano regarding Eberechi Eze 1 minute ago, and he says the agreement between Eberechi Eze and Spurs on personal terms is done since the beginning of the week. He wants to move as Tottenham and Crystal Palace are in direct talks over fee. Tottenham confident to make it happen, but work is still needed. I mean, that's not a new update.
There's always work needed, isn't there? When it comes to a deal with Tottenham involved in. Get the deal done, Tottenham. Get this deal done. Imagine you add Eze to this super team.
This super team.
Here's Porro. Goes for long balls. A great ball. Is Sarr in there? Solanke takes it down and just flicked away from him. That's a foul by Bentancur, isn't it? Oh, it says he won the ball. I thought he fouled him there. Here's Spence to Sarr. Odegaard on the overlap. Here is Odegaard. Little pass into Spence. Cuts inside Spence. And he goes for goal. Dubravka with the save and away.
Thought you should have pulled it back there, Spence.
And it's a corner. Went for goal.
That was 4.
He had a little smile there, Spence, because he went for a shot. I think Solanke said, "Where's my pass?" Wasn't too many passes on, to be fair. Maybe a little cutback to Kudus, but it's a difficult one.
Could have slipped it into Kudus there.
Porro to take the corner now. Taken short. Sarr to Porro. Lays off for Kudus. Is he going to go for goal here? He calls it, and it's well wide. I think Kudus is coming off now.
For Matisse. It's got to be Matisse.
Matisse Tell.
Now that
Two assists on your Premier League debut.
Unbelievable. I think he's worked so hard for the team as well. In the first half, I really commended his defensive work rate, winning the ball back consistently, and he's added that quality. You know, 2 brilliant assists for Richarlison. The first one was a nice little pass into him, and the second one was a cross out of the top draw.
Very, very big cheer for Matisse Tell as he enters the frame.
That's what we like to hear.
Good ovation. Come on, let's get Matisse a goal. So looks like well, does Tell going up front here? I'm so confused. Is it 2 up front? Trying to work out. Looks like Tell's going to next to Solanke. Odebear's gone to the right. Here's Porro. Yeah, Tell's gone to the left. Here is Solanke. Lays. Oh, tries to let off. Starts a foul. Paulinho thought about the switch, but is going to play it to Bentancur. Now Porro down the right-hand side. Paulinho to Van de Ven. Oh, not a great ball there by Van de Ven. Intercepted, and now we're forced to track back. And here is... Oh, Romero covering. Brilliant. Well done, Kuti. With a whole have it.
And what, for at least a couple of hours, Spurs going to be top of the league?
Exactly. Why? I think the whole weekend, mate.
At least.
Oh, Walker slipping. And a throw into Spurs. Poor pass back from, who's that, Edwards?
Oscar Bob starts on the right wing. Cherky on the bench.
No Marmouche. Also on the bench. It's a bit annoying. Is Esteve to Bryn Larsen, and his flick. Oh, brilliantly taken by Romero. Oh, Tell, I'm not sure what you're doing there. Van de Ven down the line. Ekdal all the way back to Dubravka. Burnley, I think, are settling for a 3-0 here. Hartman going long. Van de Ven wins it. Here's Bentancur. And Romero's going to go to Porro down the line. And Porro... What an unbelievable piece of play by Porro. And he plays a beautiful ball to Solanke. And now Sarr into Tell. Play it! Oh, it's Tell. Oh, it's not good from Sarr,
screwed
man.
that up.
Just play it early to him. Why
Tell's
wait?
telling him, play it quick.
This is unbelievable by Porro. Nutmeg and an inch-perfect long pass into Solanke as well. Lovely control from Solanke there. Just play it now into him. Why are you taking an extra touch? You're making him stop his run to stay on side. So silly.
He got the pass spot on for the Brennan goal, didn't he? But he couldn't get it right for this one. Just waited and waited.
Here's Dubravka. Porro with a long up and under, and Solanke chasing. Oh, and Tell's there. Oh, is that a foul?
Mikey Moore starting for Rangers today.
Oh, good.
Right, we're into the final minute of the 90.
Cullen. How many minutes added on here? Probably 3 or 4.
3, yeah.
Oh,
4.
hopefully everyone leaving it for each other here. Come on. Spence to Sarr. Now Tell. Progressing the ball quickly, and he cuts back. Tell into Bentancur. Palinia.
Sunshine with the super chat says, most fun I've had watching my team in ages. Goosebumps.
Absolute boost
The
gumps.
start of a special season, let's hope, for Tottenham Hotspur.
Palinia with a switch. Cut out by Walker, and it's going to be a throw.
3 minutes.
3 minutes added on. Here is Bentancur.
Three 0 to Sunderland.
Wow. How embarrassing for West Ham.
And these players that are scoring for Sunderland, I've never heard of any of them.
Potter out. Here's Porro. Odebear's to his right. He's got Tell and Solanke in the middle. Decides to wait. Bentancur makes the run. And he's going to go backwards to João Palinia. Now Romero.
So Sunderland are now top of the league.
One
In alphabetical order.
Bastards. Here's Romero to Van der Ven. Spence. Matisse Tell. Paulinia. Tell making the run. Paulinia with a switch. And headed away by Bryn Larson. And it's going to be a throw to Tottenham.
Another super chat here from Steve Johnson saying, a nice professional win, something you didn't see much of last year. Good luck the rest of the way. Cheers from Canada. Big up to you, Steve. Thank you very much for the super chat.
It's been a very solid performance in the end.
The super chat here says, can you imagine Eze and Savinho in this team?
Oh, add those guys, man. Add those guys and watch this
dreams are
team
made
fly.
of, isn't it?
Free kick to Burnley. I think this could be the last action of the game. 30 seconds to go.
Final 30 seconds.
Go on, press, Paulinia. Ah, foul. Here's Bryn Larson taking on Porro. Last action of the game. 5 seconds to go. Larson crosses it in. Oh, and then misses everyone. And that is that for Thomas Frank's first game in charge of the Premier League. The Frank era is up and running. Tottenham 3, Burnley 0.
And that is exactly what the doctor ordered. Starting with a flurry, starting with a win, starting with a clean sheet as well. 3 goals for a team that have no creativity in it is brilliant to see. Mohamed Kudus, I think, with a really good performance, but I think all the plaudits are going to go to our number 9, Richarlison. Prue. We're going to get into everything on the post-match reaction, but an unbelievable start to the season for Tottenham Hotspur. Only the small matter of Manchester City away to come next, but we've given ourselves a banging start. And come and join us on the post-match reaction and the post-match fan show, where it's your chance to have your say. Link will be in the community section and in the live chat if you want to come on and have a say and have a chat with us. But we'll see you there very shortly. So stick around on the stream and you'll be redirected straight to the next one. But like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs!